I had this insane belief by the time I was 13, and now looking back, it was more of a sure thing rather than a belief. I knew I wanted to be with only one person and get married ultimately, but I knew by the time I was in high school, I had made a pact with someone I knew since elementary that I made a promise they would be my first, my last, and my only. I was pretty old-fashioned, and again, looking back, you know how stupid I sound? Looking back today, like, girl, get your shit together, step up, stand up, you know what I mean? Get your shit together. What are you talking about? Like, first, last, and only. What? This ain't no concubine. Anyway, so moving forward, I just ended up hanging out with my girlfriends, and we wanted to experiment with marijuana. So we hit up a couple people we knew and thought everything would be good. I had been there before, nothing happened, so this time would be, the same, hopefully. Well, we're hanging out and just passing a couple joints and, smoking, and a pill gets mentioned. My friend's like, oh, I've taken these before, it's perfectly fine, it'll calm you down. And you don't take anybody's word for anything, you should have just said no. But no one forced it down my throat. I took it, and I hold myself accountable for the consequences that came after that. I don't remember anything that happened after that. I woke up the next morning and completely unconscious from the night before. I looked at the person that was near me, and I was like, hey, did anything happen? What happened? Like, everything good? Like, my emotions were everywhere. I was okay, but my emotions were just frazzled. And he's like, oh, chill out. You're good. Everything's fine. No, nothing happened. Everything's okay. So I took his word for it, and I went home. And I lay down, tossing and turning, and I get up to use the restroom later on, not thinking anything, and I look down as I pee and had to pull a condom out of me. To this day, I remember, like, a purple condom. And didn't know what to think, what to say, what to believe. Since that day, I held my boundaries so close because people you love, people you know, you just never know. And now I'm almost in my 30s, and I could only imagine if that would happen to my child, what I would do. But just the fact that you stayed true to you is all that matters. Hands down, this video wasn't the easiest to make. I wouldn't speak about this situation for over a decade. Almost like a contract or a bind that I didn't sign, but it was soul intertwined, if that makes sense.